top on top dogs. I suppose at school I must have learnt that in every classroom, on every playground, there was a person who seemed to be the dominant person, the top dog in the pack, the leader. Every team had a captain, and every dormitory had a dormitory leader, and so on. So I assumed a sort of hierarchical order of things as necessary for order to take place, just as in political theory, as I learnt it with Thomas Hobbes and others. You need a powerful leader, otherwise the thing disintegrates. And that idea applies in many fields, the conductor in the orchestra, and so on. But what we have to be aware of is that when this is extended into world politics, it can take a dangerous turn, because looking at the political history of Europe, there was constant war between countries in trying to establish who was the dominant top power. So for periods it was Spain, and for periods it was France, and then for later periods it was Britain, and each in turn became the leading player and power, and other countries had to give way to their force. And it was often when a power was rising, like Germany or later America, that there were particular tensions. And this is now the case at the world level, because for several generations now, the top dog in the world has been America, and through soft power and hard power, it has asserted its dominance. It's been in control of most of the world institutions and set the rules, and often broken the rules. But being top dog, there's nothing the small dogs can do about it, or effectively do about it. And this has been theorized by Graham Allison, as the Thucydides trap, the idea that when Sparta was contending with a rising Athens, it was not content to lose the position of top dog. So you had the terrible wars between Sparta and Athens as Sparta tried to subdue Athens. And he says that in the majority of historical cases where you have a change of top dog, the old top dog is pushed off by a young and more powerful younger dog, you get a fight to the death and then a change of power. This is now, unfortunately, what we face. For a while it was the West against the Soviet Union, and when that apparently was won by the West, and when America became top dog, for a while that struggle was over. Now a number of people try to suggest that we have a new top dog battle going on. China is rising very fast in its economy and other spheres, and America and the West is very apprehensive about this, because they don't want to lose their position. Quite candidly, they say they cannot abide another civilizational country being more powerful than they are. Now, that kind of thinking, which was pretty disastrous at a national level, is absolutely disastrous at an international level. And we have to rise above it and try and think of a world in which there's a multipolar world. There is no particular top dog. And indeed in the future, other countries, India, Southeast Asia, the BRICS, so-called BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, they'll all be powerful, and America and Europe will be powers alongside these. And so the idea of one supreme superpower dominating the world is going to no longer be possible, and we have to be extremely careful not to get into a position where the residing top dog fights to the death against another one, because in the past that led to untold misery and war, but now it will lead to the extinction of the human species.